Everyone, welcome back. Chris McCormick from Golf Magazine, golf.com, joined by True Spec Master Fitter Sam Kim. And today we are in the Scottsdale studio doing some testing on Ping's new G440 driver line.
Super excited. Can't wait to hit the new stuff.
So anytime Ping comes out with a new wood launch, always exciting. They don't follow the regular cadence of every 12 months. They are more on that 18 to 24 months.
Not a bad thing.
No, definitely not a bad thing. And we already kind of got this queued up for us. We hit 430 product. We're gonna jump in the bay. We're gonna do a comparison, 430, 440, and see what shakes out at the end of the day. But with that, I would say, let's jump in the bay, hit some shots.
Let's go hit some shots.
So Sam, to kick things off, we will start with the 440 LST. So this is Ping's low spin technology. So they're carrying over that carbon fly wrap that we saw on 430, but starting to move things around internally with the weighting component, then also, obviously, some cosmetic upgrades. So first impressions, how's that look to you?
The blue looks good. I like the blue. The turbulators are still there, which I like them. Some people don't. I think they frame the ball really well.
Agreed.
And so for me personally, I actually really like them.
Now at address, that's a great point. Helps people with alignment and just kind of helps find center of the face at address for some of the players out there.
I also think this driver on the ground, it sits very square, which is nice. Doesn't sit closed, doesn't sit open, it sits very square.
So this gets a lot of play on most of the major tours out there for sure.
Felt really good.
Not bad out of the gate there.
I feel like something too, Ping has, over the last couple generations of driver, has been paying attention to the way it sounds. That's always been a question, and I think this sounds really nice.
Yeah, they were definitely conscious of acoustics this year for sure. So when we were over at the Proving Ground at Ping, they made a point to talk to us about how much time and effort they put into actually fine-tuning the acoustics of their drivers.
I think it sounds really good.
Another good ball there.
That feels great. That feels really, really good.
Not a lot of movement downrange from where we're starting it. That's nice. That's a great shot.
It just feels very easy to hit.
145 efficiency, good ball speed for the club head speed, spins in a good spot.
There you go.
That's good there.
That felt great. Man, just the middle of the face.
So come on back, let's take a look at some of this data here. So Sam, looking at the comparison page, what do you see as far as numbers that jump out to you here?
So we jumped up in launch, a little bit higher launch, but also brought spin down a little bit, which equaled a little bit more distance.
Yeah, nice little bump in carry distance for sure. And with those different launch parameters, I mean, seeing ball speed stay about the same, launch come up, spin come down. So really good representation of what they were able to achieve freeing up that weight with that free hosel technology. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a pretty good illustration of what we would expect to see moving that weight. I mean, with that, let's jump into the Max product, see what it does.
Yeah, let's do it.
So similar story as what we were telling with LST. Max is going to now incorporate that carbon fly wrap on the crown. We've also dropped that CG, pulled it back. Should see a little bit more stability there when compared to 430. So notice any difference visually from LST to Max?
A little bit bigger head size from LST to Max. Looks very forgiving. And same as LST, just sits very square behind the ball. Looks very inviting to hit. Looks like it wants to go straight.
Nice. Let's give it a rip, see what it does.
That felt good. Definitely has that muted sound and kind of thuddier feel than the 430 did, which is actually really nice. I like it a lot.
Good ball there.
That felt really good.
So do you notice anything at address? This year, one thing that they did do was actually change the height of the face. So this face is going to be just a touch shallower, which allows them to actually make the face a little thinner, give us a little more ball speed.
I can't say it looks any different there. I don't know that I noticed that.
Good.
But again, probably what they were going for, right?
And absolutely. They can camouflage that just a little bit, give the player that just feeling of confidence at address, like you talked about, frames the ball really well, and then they're able to also sneak in a little bit of tech that helps the player without them really being aware of it. That's a win.
Always a win.
Nice. Good ball there. Let's take a look at Max 440 versus Max 430 and see how those compare.
Let's do it.
So back on our comparison screen here, now we've got 440 Max, 430 Max. Obvious jump in ball speed there, that's nice to see. Spin, almost identical. Anything jumping out to you now that you're looking at the numbers side by side?
So I'm looking at ball speed as the first thing, and when I'm doing fittings, that's the first thing I'm going to look at when it comes to drivers, because most people want to hit the ball further. Jump in ball speed, we'll take it every time. Every time.
And didn't sacrifice anything on control. Launch actually came down with Max. That's pretty interesting to see. And looking at the spin almost identical, deviation with spin almost identical, and just nice little bump in ball speed, a little extra carry.
Yeah, we'll take that. So if it feels a little bit better, sounds a little bit better, and then we just add a couple miles an hour of ball speed, that's a win.
That's absolutely a win. Nice. So with that, let's hit SFT.
Let's do it.
All right, Sammy, the last one to test for us today is the SFT. That's Ping's straight flight technology. So for that player out there that may struggle with a little bit of a slice or a push, this particular tech is designed to help turn that golf ball over and be a little bit more forgiving for that player with that particular miss pattern. So at address, comparing SFT to Max, what do you see here?
The head looks bigger to me, but not by much. But what really stands out is when you set that thing down behind the ball, it sits a little closed, and it makes me feel like it's not going to go right, which I love, which is great.
So let's give it a swing, see what she does. So one addition to the SFT family this year, they are now offering a 9-degree head. So I know that was a big miss for us in the hitting bay when looking at that player that adds a lot of dynamic loft or maybe a really high spin player but needs that flight control. Now we have a 9-degree head to offer them, which huge addition for us.
Yeah, that's a game changer for sure.
Good ball.
That was a good ball.
So let's get one more good one to round out the sample here.
That was a good ball.
Really good ball there.
That felt nice. It's nice to see the golf ball draw.
Nice. Let's take a look at data and see how 440 SFT stacks up to 430 SFT. So looking at this comparison screen, I mean, one thing that we have to address, 430 SFT was only offered in the 10.5-degree loft. So now this year we do have an opportunity to test the 440 SFT at 9, like we talked about. And I mean, obvious bump there, ball speed.
Big time.
For that player that needs help guarding against the right side of the golf course, needs some help against that push, that slice, I mean, this thing is awesome.
It's unbelievable. 3 miles an hour.
3 miles an hour.
Pretty
Definitely
good.
Not a bad thing. Tighter dispersion, more consistency, and there's a really good conversation to be had here for including that carbon fly wrap, freeing up that weight out of the hosel, redistributing it, lowering that CG, and we can see it across all 3 models. And the other story to be told is lighter head weights. We're seeing faster ball speeds with these lighter head weights, able to generate a little bit more through impact here. So feel on your side, across the family, what do you say?
It feels great. It sounds great. I think over the last couple of years, that's probably something they've been working on is feel, sound.
Definitely.
And I think they knocked it out of the park with this one.
No, I would agree. I'm looking forward to seeing how it does for us this year. And if you would like more information about Ping's new G440 family, make sure and check out the link below where we had an opportunity to talk to one of Ping's engineers and take a deep dive into the new tech.
When you guys are ready to hit that new G440 line, make sure you find the nearest true spec location to you, and don't forget to like and subscribe.